Feeling like the stream is calling. Squad all online, no stalling. Laughing loud, controllers falling. What a night we're gonna have. Got the lights low, snacks are piling. Screens glowing, everyone smiling. Chat blowing up, we're all dialing in. And the vibes are turning up. I've been grinding levels with my brothers.
I was joking. Is it nighttime again? Man, I felt like it was nighttime the entire time. Character couldn't see anything. Alright, come on, show me the sun. Wow! Oh my god. Oh my god. Please, 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 please. No, there's no movement! Oh my god. Game! Packers fan. Nike as well. Oh, run. I don't have armor on. Where the fuck did that bear come from? Oh my god. Bro, he's right behind me. Oh, we're dead. We're gonna die here. You know what it might be? Oh! Okay. Oh! I don't know if this will work. Oh, it totally works. Oh my gosh. I got balloons for days, y'all. I got balloons. 1,000 hour balloons. Let's go. Come on out. Come on out. Where'd he go? Oh, let's look. What? Bro, he's sideways. Interesting. I didn't know they could do that. Oh no, what the hell is that thing? Hey yo! You guys see the Slenderman looking shit? He's still behind me. I can see a shadow. I have an idea. Has an idea, alright? That's not a good idea. Get into a house, I got this. Oh! No sha. What is up, everybody? How's it going? We are back. We are live. We are playing some Vintage Story today. What is up, everybody? What is up, Bean? What's up, Solus? Yeah, I see that bear emoji. That's kind of crazy. If only there was a bell emoji. I'm sure you could find one. There's got to be someone out there that's got a bell emoji. Your 7 TV started acting stupid, so I had to turn it off and just use BTTV instead. RIP. I thought, for some reason I thought 7 TV and BTTV merged into one, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I was wrong. Ugh. Happy Monday, by the way, guys. Happy Monday. Fresh new week. We got a semi-new project to start today. Semi-new, I say, but it should be pretty cool. It's gonna be a big project. We're gonna be working on Dunvarra, the main building, this week, and probably next week and the week after. It's gonna be a big project. Why is my music so quiet, it seems, today? I cannot hear it. Can you guys hear it? Oh, I see. You guys probably couldn't hear it. Oh wait, no, you guys could hear it. What the hell? Oh. Turn that up a little bit on my end then. Everything's quieter today. My audio's been a little fucky lately. Alright, that's probably better. Maybe. Alright, we'll put it there and we'll see. Alright. I was going to update to 122 over the weekend, but then I didn't get around to doing it. And then I was gonna do it before the start of today's stream, but then I thought probably not a good idea to do right before a whole live stream. So I haven't done it yet. I might do it tonight. We'll see. Maybe. Just about. Oh.
Salyus Bellator just resubbed for 97 months. So, my Google reminder died and here we are yet again. Nate D do 17, Nate do 17 rib.
Thank you very much for this 97 month in a row resub, Solus. I appreciate it. Even though the Google Calendar keeps letting you down. One day it'll work, right? Maybe. My desk is so messy. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Oh, is it a new month, by the way? No, it's still March. Okay. Damn Google, right? So you're like right on the cusp of it. Okay. That's 8 years? Yep, 8 years, 1 month. 8 years and 1 month. That is the exact amount of time we've been an affiliate as well. Solus has been subbed since I became an affiliate, so that's how we keep track of that. Otherwise, I would have no idea. I would have no idea how long I've been an affiliate for. But that's how long. 8 years, 1 month. Thank you. Yeah, long time. What was I saying? Something about 122. From way back, I always said I would be the first to sub when you hit affiliate or partner, and bam, yep, sure enough. I don't even think I was live when you first subbed, too. I think you subbed, like, when I got the announcement. If I recall correctly. You weren't. I didn't want to take a chance. Yeah, right? Have someone else accidentally get it first. I'd revoke their sub. Sorry, you gotta wait. It's not your turn yet. All right. Yeah, so like I was saying, I was gonna update to 122. Didn't do it. Was gonna do it today, like maybe an hour ago I was about to do it. Then I was like, nah, I was like, it ends up being a lot of work to update my world to 122 because I gotta make sure nothing breaks. And that involves a lot of testing and stuff. I gotta like kind of cruise around, make sure everything's still good and whatnot. I think all my windmills break with 122 because I use millwright and I'm not going to be using millwright in 122. So I have to kind of go in, jump into creative and fix my windmills. So I do have to do that, but then it's like anything else that might break and stuff. It's not good to do right before a live stream. So maybe tomorrow, maybe the end of the week, we shall see. But I think 122 is stable enough for us to update, and just about, I think there's like 2 mods that haven't updated to 122 yet, and the one I'm thinking about getting rid of anyway, I'm thinking about getting rid of the underground mineshaft mod. Because that mod is no longer receiving updates anymore, and what is it? It breaks every update. It seems like every like major update it breaks. And I don't want to keep relying on it just for in the future for it to break down. And we've already, like, it's not going to affect me and it's not going to affect the world, me getting rid of it, because we already have, everywhere that we play already has the underground mines already. So it would only be like future terrain, like once we expand out. Yeah, time flies, man. Jesus, I know we keep saying it, but the hope is by saying it will slow down a bit. But so far, nope. Yep, time moves at a steady pace forward. It marches along.
Their Silver Dragon just resubbed for 6 months. Merp derp. The Dragon Tenno is on Twitch.
What's up, Eric? Thank you so much for the 6-month resub. I appreciate it. That's very kind of you. Eric making a rare appearance on Twitch. We should be honored, guys. Thank you. Dragons afoot, yeah, right? Better be careful. Might burn you all down. Alright, let me get my game booted up here. I'm gonna have to get logged in and stuff, I think. Hit play. There we go. Is it gonna make me sign in? I don't think it's gonna. Oh yeah, it is. Here it is. Here's you with 3 months left, 3 days left on your Prime sub, just in time for the new month. We'll get tacked into that. I will probably put Solus and Eric for the new month too. I'll set it to 2 by default, even though it's current month or whatever for the sub tracker. All right, let's see here. All right. Oh,
Their
look
Silver
at
Dragon
Eric.
just resubbed for 6 months. Merp derp. The Dragon Tenno is on Twitch.
Eric getting a double sub notification. He cheesed the system, guys. Also, my sub alerts are messed up. There you go. It doesn't carry over? No. That sub count up above where it says like the 6 out of 30 is just for March. So it's for anyone who subs within the month of March. And then it obviously gets reset for like April. I'll have a new sub count. But the problem is, like, if you guys sub at the end of the month, obviously you're only up there for like a hair, but I carry over anything for like the last few days of the month into the next one. So like Solus and Eric, your subs, I'll have 2 up there at the start of April 1st. Or will I? I don't know why I showed my sub. It's because I swapped scenes. It bugged. It's all good. Hey, what's up, Red? How you doing? All right. Multiplayer. See if the server's up. Make sure nothing's broken. I was like, what is that emo? Oh, that's that fish. I was about to say, I hope it didn't take double the amount. I mean, hey, I wouldn't complain. I don't think Twitch would complain either. No. It was my alerts bugging. If it gets held up there for a little bit, and if I swap scenes fit quick enough, it'll start doing them again. All good. Thank you for asking. How about you guys? Doing pretty good. It's Monday. Big chillin'. Starting a fresh week. Starting a fresh project. Excited. Load the game. Oh, that was... What was that? Did you guys hear like... Oh, I'm starving. Oh, that's from when I made a video over the weekend, if you guys haven't seen it. So I guess that was kind of cool. The reverb. I kind of liked that. That was pretty cool. Yeah, so yeah, I made a video over the weekend. If you guys didn't see it, or if you did see it, it was basically... I think I'm going to keep doing those, by the way, because it wasn't too hard to make, but it was kind of cool. I think I'm going to try something a little bit different this time around, but yeah, it was a recap of the entire week. So if you missed anything, or you just weren't able to see like a stream of the week or something like that, you still get to kind of see a little bit of like what happened that day. And then I also, my secondary goal of those recap videos is to kind of show like in video form progress on a build, so you can kind of keep track and be like, oh my gosh, look, they did all this today and stuff. So some stuff, blah, blah, stuff like that. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to do. I think I'm gonna change it up though, the format, because I recorded that all on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. I recorded it all Saturday. So it was kind of like everything was already done, right? So it's like you saw all of this, you saw the Windows stuff. I think what I'm gonna do is after each stream, or the day like prior, I'm gonna record what I worked on for that day. And then that way I'll have like basically like 4 separate days. and then I'll just compile them into a video. That way you'll kind of like, you will get to see the progress of it. Because I was thinking like, if I wait till the end of the week, like we're only going to work on this build this week. So it's going to be kind of hard to show the progress every day for just one build. And since we do such long builds, it doesn't work out for me. Like it worked out this week because I did different things every day. But for like something we're going to be doing the same thing for like the entire week, it's going to be hard. So I think I'm just going to record like at the end of each stream. I'm just going to go in, record like a quick little blah, 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 and then I'll piece it into a video at the end of the week. So I think that'd be kind of cool. No snow, it's green. I know. I love it. No more snow, guys. None is gone. All right, it's not all gone. There's still some over there. Actually, that's probably the snow that's still there is probably underneath stuff, so it won't go away. I'll have to manually go remove it. Ugh, annoyingly. Okay, though, if you were not here on Thursday's stream, a little bit of a rundown recap. We worked mostly on the concourse here. We got all these flowers in here. We redid the flower beds. We built these market stalls, which actually came out really good. I'm really happy with how these came out, especially as things get a little more greenish and lively. So yeah, we worked on all that. We got a lot of this done in here. I'm still waiting on some tree stuff for that. But yeah, pretty cool. Hey, what's up, Nick? How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Happy Monday to you. All right, and then today we are going to be working on starting the main Dunvarra building back here. So this building right here. I think my plan is to work on mostly just this line right here. So the main entrance and the wall area today. And figure out what we want to do with that. It's going to be a lot of like just building the base format of it up, and then, you know, obviously doing some design work later. I do want to keep an eye. We do need to go check our bees, though. I need to keep an eye on these saplings. We got to go check our bees to see what's up with them, because we need to get started on that. We need to start getting some honey ready so we can make some lanterns, so we can start lighting up more parts of the city and buildings and stuff like that. So let's go check out our bees to start here. Let's see. I need these guys to swarm. Oh, they did. They did. We have honey. Should I let them swarm again, or should I take it down? I just say nearby flowers 0. I don't understand the flower detecting. I'm assuming it's just like detecting them now. Do you think we should let them swarm again? Like, since we'll have 2 then, and they should swarm double, and then I can take them down? Just start that exponential growth sequence. I think that's a good idea. How's everyone? Not too bad today. As long as you keep one, they'll reswarm, but I would let them continue. Well, I was thinking like exponential growth. Like once these both swarm, then I'll fill up 2 more. And then I can take 1. Because then I'll have 3. You know? Like kind of let it like exponentially explode. Because we need a lot of them. I want to make a pretty big bee farm here. I also think I want to move. Well, I guess I'll leave these here for now. I think moving them, you lose a little bit of bees when you move those, but we'll take the risk later. Maybe in the winter time, next winter. Bro. All right. And why does it say nearby flowers is 0? All right, we'll let it go. Maybe it just started. Let's go this way. All right, let's head back. All right, back to Dunvarra. Get out of here. Yeah. All right, so while the bees do that, I guess we can get started on construction here. I need the shale blocks, the shale ashlar. So hopefully we have some of those. Let's see what we got here. What's up, buddy? Uh-oh. Do I not have any? Oh, yeah, I got them. Ooh, that's not a lot. Oh, we might have to go do a little bit of mining. Might have to do a little bit of mining today. All right, so the hardest part of this is going to be figuring out the connection between here and there, because the wall is basically going to extend this way. I guess we should kind of figure out height-wise all of this first. Like what height we want to do. Let's build up the front here so I can get visually what we want to do. I don't want to go like too crazy high with this front part. Yeah, that might work. Let's see. Yeah, I like that height. I feel like I got a pretty good eye when it comes to like building like height stuff. Like I've gotten to the point now where it's like I kind of know where I need to get the heights up to. Like even just some of the, when we built those towers, I could like sit down here and eyeball, all right, we need to go in there like 5 blocks up. And it was usually pretty spot on. Usually pretty spot on. Oh, we also have to start keeping an eye on the temperature, by the way. Because we're getting close to crop planting time. And we'll have to get our crops planted. Okay. Do. Okay, and then let me go grab stone here. I think we're gonna need that. Oh, are we out of shale stone? Oh no. Oh wait, there it is. Shell. Why is it down here? Should be in there. Alright, whatever. Alright, good. We have a bunch. Oh, not if I use it like that. So I'm thinking let's go down this way. Hey, down. Oh no, okay. Oh, no fall damage. All right, so I am thinking about keeping this as 2 wide here. I think I want this to be down 1 height-wise. I guess I could have stayed there. Yeah, this is why we're gonna need a lot of ashlar for this. Definitely not gonna have enough. At least ashlar is pretty easy to get. All right, we are out of ashlar. All right, we gotta go mining. Let me make a new chisel pick real quick, and then we'll go. We have to go to Trinity Point to go to the shell mine. Unfortunate. Oh, hello. There we go. All right, let's do that. No, not this hammer. We use this hammer. Gotta be specific about the hammer we use. Okay. Eat up faster, steel. I wonder if we still need our cold clothes. Not that they're really doing much for us. All right, chisel pick. There we go. All right, we got our backup chisel pick. Let's put that away. Put that away. All right, let's go mining. We gotta go to Trinity Point. Sound better? Don't know what to tell you on that one. Let's go this way to Trinity Point. Yeah, the volume? Yeah. I do not know. I have not changed anything. This way. Oh my gosh. Is that Eric on Twitch? You don't get ads on here now too, so you can, there you go. How has Warframe been for you? Did they announce anything cool at PAX East? They showed off some cool stuff for Soulframe. They showed off the mounts that are coming to Soulframe a little bit. It wasn't like a crazy like, oh my god, look at all these mounts. It was like one mount, but still pretty cool. All right, let's see. Boom. Boom. The lantern away. Okay, we gotta find. Gotta figure out. Is YouTube down? No, YouTube's fine. Oh, the Demigorgon. He subbed on Twitch, so he doesn't get ads right now. So. That looks like a good spot to mine. I think we're at the bottom. Yeah. Oh wait, no, I lied. It goes deeper. This might be the bottom here. This looks like it. Yeah. Let's mine a little bit more this way then. Let me pop a mining potion. Okay. What's up, Danjo? How are you today? Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Not 100% sure what they've shown off, but they did show a new Prime frame coming. Oh, that's cool. I did post a video on Warframe channel. Oh, did you? I must have missed it. My bad. Well, to be fair, it was a day ago. I probably saw it, but I don't play Warframe I haven't played Warframe in probably about 8 years now. So I don't know. I don't follow the content, I guess, or like the new stuff that they put out for Warframe at the end of the day. Hate this AI. Yeah. It's just so addicting. If I'm not careful, I can waste easily 10+ hours. Yeah. Gotcha on that one. Some games be like that. Some games be like that. That discussion in Discord was something else? Ah, it's so dumb. It's a dumb discussion that's been beaten to literally dust, but people still feel the need to bring it up. For those who don't know, he's referring to the use of AI to write mods for a video game, by the way, guys. Or I guess some people get mad. There's some people that are mad about people using AI imagery for their thumbnails for, again, mods for a video game. Yeah, it's been all over the Reddit. It's been all over the Discord. People bring it up every day. It gets posted again. People complain about it for stuff that literally has little to no effect on their life. It's crazy. Free mods, mind you. Yes, exactly. That too. Free mods. Free mods. You don't have to drop a dime on it, but apparently it's crazy. It's crazy. People at 16 gigabytes see they got AI. I mean, honestly, if people are so worried about how much RAM a mod is using, I mean, most of the mods that are probably written by AI are probably better or close to the same quality that you would get from some dude on the internet who has no idea how to write code. You cannot tell me that some dude who has never typed code in his life and is just learning to write code is going to write a better mod than AI would. Better optimized mod than AI would with AI's access to every piece of code on the planet. That's crazy, but I want to train an AI, totally unrealistic, on a home setup gaming PC that will create images by using installed software, Photoshop, GIMP, Affinity, and tools there, and just like human would. Yeah. Oh, come here, buddy. Come here. I code pretty good. Kimi, could you do this for me? The other, I saw an interesting one where people were saying, what is it that if you use AI to code, you can't learn. Like, but that's like completely untrue. That it just goes to show the ignorance that people have, that the people that complain about AI have for the tool that it is. Because whenever you use code, whenever you ask AI how to write a specific section or how to do something, it literally breaks down line for line, and I've done it live on stream before. It shows you and tells you exactly what it's doing, and it tells you, and you can even infer into something specifically, and it will tell you why and how it's doing a specific thing inside the code. So even the argument, oh, well, if you're using AI, you're not learning, it's just so stupid, and it shows how ignorant these people are that have never used AI as a tool at all. It's crazy. I'm iffy about it, but if you're using it for a learning experience to know how mods work, then it is fair, as long as you're not stealing other people's artwork for thumbnails. Yeah, I mean, there's debate on that one about, you know, the use of AI for artwork and stuff, but at the same time, we've had that argument before. If I commission an artist to do a Picasso-like painting, they're doing the same thing that AI is doing. They're making a replica of a Picasso without any unique style to it. So what's the difference between a computer doing the same thing that a human is doing, except it takes a computer maybe 2 minutes versus a human is going to take like a week? I don't know. I'd be dead before I learned everything I needed. Yeah, I mean, I've tried to learn programming inside the past. I've gone to classes for it. I've read textbooks for it, etc. And at the end of the day, the best way I learned was jumping in, learning how to code mods, and using AI to teach me what it's doing when it makes a section of code. I'd say if you can argue my mods, like with the use of AI, my mods use, at this point in time, most of my mods are probably, I'd say 50 to 75% AI written. Most of it's written by myself at this point. It started out as 100%. My first mod was 100% AI. I didn't know a lick of code. I had no idea what was going on. Now it's probably 50 to 75%. Because I've learned from using the AI and it showing me and teaching me what to do, how to write the mod. But, yeah, God forbid. God forbid I had to use a book or something, or Google search and Stack Overflow, which is probably what AI does. For half a second, I thought that drifter was a coat in your face cam being thrown over you. Yeah, it's just kind of stupid. I only got upset about, there was over the weekend, there was an issue with someone being an immature child and going on and, targeting specific mod developers, some of which do not use AI at all, but because they don't denounce AI, all of their mods got tagged on the database as AI mods. I thought that was pretty shitty, so there was like a huge discussion about that, and then on the Reddit there was a huge debate on whether AI mods should be banned from the database, which is just stupid. And then it comes up every day on Discord. It gets brought up in the moderators. I love the moderators on the Discord, the Vintage Story Discord. They're nice people. They've been very helpful in any time I've reached out to them, but it's just kind of ridiculous that the stance is still allowed to go on as is, and there's not just a general statement like, hey, go take it inside this channel or don't use it at all, because it's just stupid at this point. It's just horrible. Like, I mean, AI is just giving you a condensed summary of sources it found on the website. Yeah, it's the same thing I would Google. If I needed to figure out how to do something inside of code, or how to write a specific line of code or something, or how to do something with code, I'm gonna Google it. And AI is literally just doing that for me. It's saving me time. You can only use things I approve of. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, who gets to choose what resources are used to write code or to write mods? Ugh. Man, this topic really gets me. Man, not many topics and not many things get me like really like kind of like frustrated and stuff like that. But for some reason, this is one of them. I think it's so. I think it's the idea that the people who don't support AI are attacking other mod developers too. There was a mod developer who got harassed on the mod database and on the Discord into changing aspects of their mod and their thumbnail and stuff because people didn't like that they used AI to do some of it. Like, again, free mods. Yes, yep. That's a good point. Free mods. Free mods. The only thing you can truly blame AI for is price hiking PC hardware. Yep, I agree. I do agree with that one. And electricity generation rates for the data centers. I am very big on, yeah, that stuff's bullshit. I will sit there on the anti-AI people's side all day if they would actually go after like electrical generation and for the PC hardware being hiked up. I'm with you on that one. I feel it's shitty, right? But there's other ways to do, like, go after that type of stuff than attacking free video game mods that someone went out of their day to just generate or make for you, whatever you want to call it, you know? Like, go talk to your governor about making it so these data centers have to use their own electrical grids. We're starting to implement that in PA. They're starting to push legislation through for the state of PA that is going to require the data centers to generate their own electricity and not use the grid. You know, go do stuff about that. Why are you going to harass, you know, some dude who spent a weekend making a mod, whether he used AI or not? Like, Jesus. Get your priorities straight. Following OpenAI's rug pull, RAM is dropping in price. So I've heard, yeah, I heard there was a little bit of a price decrease. Not much though. It's still crazy high. I checked my local RAM price and it's still like 300, 400 plus when it was 100 to 200 before. Yeah, it's still expensive. I think they said the what is it? What's that, like? Micro Center dropped their RAM. Apparently they were charging like $1,000 for DDR5, like 32 gigs or something. Apparently they've now dropped that down to like 500, which is a significant price decrease, but still. Yeah. That's why you should do label 2 exact mods, one labeled AI and it's free, and the other 100% human made 2.9. Yep. That would be pretty funny, Nick. Start doing that. Start charging. My one mod has almost 30,000 downloads, and I guarantee you not one person who downloaded that mod gave two shits how that mod was created. That mod could have been written by a freaking goat and they wouldn't have given a shit. They wanted it just to work, and it works. So it's crazy. I gotta check my local micro center at some point when building my second PC. Damn, bro's going for 2 PCs in this market. Crazy. I blame Microsoft a bit. Didn't they mention they have too much hardware they cannot power at all, so they buy bulk hardware for it to be sitting there doing nothing? Maybe. I think all companies do that at some point. What do you mean you didn't use child labor to make your mod so much hate? True. I mean, this mod didn't cost some dude his fingers? The fuck? Ugh. Oh my gosh. Man! Angio, you got me all worked up again, man. I was all worked up all weekend reading the freaking Reddit posts and shit, and all worked up, man, I tell you. And then when I saw people were getting targeted by like AI tagging on the database, oh my gosh. Crazy stuff, man. I just wish at this point the moderation team would for the Discord and the mod database would just say some, like, I mean, at the end of the day, if they're gonna ban AI shit, just do it. stop letting these conversations get out of hand where people just sit there name calling people. Like take a stand, do something, like say what you like, what the plan is or something. You know, they keep trying to toe this line to keep everybody happy. You're gonna piss people off no matter what at the end of the day. Gosh, Nate, you're a streamer and don't have a streaming PC? Yeah, I guess I'm a little behind the times on that. Is that like a standard nowadays to have a second computer for streaming? Bro, I don't want to increase my electric bill that much. That sounds expensive. Plus, I don't want to buy one. Pirated AI sites incoming? Yeah, I was gonna say, if they're just gonna ban AI stuff from the website, I'll just put my mods somewhere else. It's not that big of a deal to have your mods on the mod database. All it does is just allow it for easier download for servers. The mod database websites kind of could use some TLC at the end of the day, in my opinion, but it works for what it does, I guess. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess most people use dual PCs now, huh? I don't feel like I need a second PC. I feel like my stream runs pretty good with just the one PC. And I dual stream to YouTube at the same time as well. Although I use Restream, so I don't have to kill my bandwidth to do that. But, I mean, I have the bandwidth, right? I definitely have the bandwidth. So, I don't know. Okay. Let's see here. Depends on what you run. For VTubing, it sure helps to have a weaker budget PC to offload GPU and CPU work for game performance. Interesting. I didn't think VTubing would require too much, but I guess. You should have gotten a second PC a year ago. I'd wait till data centers start going bankrupt at this point. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not getting a second PC. But I don't have a need for it. I don't think I have a need for it anyway. It just sounds like an unnecessary expense on my electric bill. It needs to read motion data either from the webcam or VR rig and modify a mesh on the GPU so PC can help with that. I guess that makes sense. Rendering a rigged 3D model with shaders and all the bells does take computing power. Yeah, it makes sense. Guess I didn't really think about it that way. Hey. Oh, those are 3 wide. I was curious about that. I guess we just go straight back. I was gonna kind of curve it out a bit, but I don't know if that will. Well, I guess this part we could do. No, I want to keep it 2. I guess let's just see how it looks. Might have to go down again. Oh look, there's still snow in here. Imagine that. Oh, let me put a torch in here too. Torch holders. Boom. I'm glad I got the PC I did when I did. Thankfully now, if Comfy UI would stop breaking stuff and could better direct the character's motion, but I'm getting there. Yeah, you definitely got that computer at a good time. I feel like that computer would be like at least double what it cost you to make it already, which would be a crazy price to pay for a PC. I just upgraded my my graphics card to the, what do I have in there now? Oh, it doesn't say. I think it's a 4080. I think it's the 4080 Super. I just upgraded that right before all the shit hit the fan. So I got kind of lucky in that regard. I don't even know what's in the damn thing. Oh wait, no, we're too high. Hold on, I gotta lower this one. You heard about the PS5 Pro is going to cost almost $1,000? Damn. Expensive computer. Or, well, I guess it is a computer. It's expensive console. It's crazy. PS sales going to tank. Well, I mean, compared to a computer cost, it's still pretty cheap, I guess, at the end of the day, right? $1,000 for a console is pretty cheap compared to, like, you have to spend probably at least $2,000 on a computer right now. Console doesn't sound like too bad of an investment, you ask me. Plays all the games. You just can't do all the well, I guess you can kind of do all the extra stuff on it now, right? $900 for the console, $70 for the disk drive, and $30 if you want the stand for the console as well. Ah, well, fuck the stand. Just buy your own 3D printed one. Just buy a 3D printed stand. $60 yearly ongoing cost? Oh my gosh, bro. Man, consoles be money farms. That's where the moolah's at. I gotta put in our torch holder down here. Okay. Alright, this doesn't look too bad. This part right here is gonna be a little rough, but that's fine. It's not too, this part's not too big of a deal. This part needs to be walkable, which it looks like it's okay. Where's my ladder down? I thought I missed it. Well, yeah, I like that height. It does look good. Very nice. All right, let's chop these out. Okay, I need to get ashlar blocks. Let's go get them. Interesting move by PlayStation as well. The rumor of them apparently stopped making PC ports of their exclusive games. Really? That's such an L. Why would they ever do that? Man. You know, sometimes I think these executives take too many drugs or something. Is it snowing? Ain't no way. Get out of here. Get. No snow. No. We are anti-snow here. Alright? No snow. Keep players on the console and keep the money from the online sales? Yeah, I feel like it's just... I mean, I feel like at this point in time, I do agree with that. I think people that are like still using consoles, they're on consoles. They're not gonna switch for, you know, anything, right? Those are some dedicated people to consoles. I was gonna say fools, but that's kind of mean. They're dedicated people to their console, right? They're just gonna always play on a console. So I feel like they're probably looking at it as, what do we have to lose? You know? But I don't know. It's crazy. Yeah. My brain was having trouble figuring that one out for some reason. What's up, buddy? How you doing? No snow, I guess. Nate needs it IRL. No, I don't want any snow IRL. I finally am able to start doing work outside my house. Apparently, we don't have any official confirmation, but people are running with the rumor that is happening, which also doesn't make sense to me since they got Nix's studio to make PC ports. Oh, they just cut the studio and save all that money. I guess they saw Xbox and thought we keep our exclusive. Yeah, probably. They probably chat with each other. They got it, right? Alright, I gotta figure out what's going on here. We need this to continue. I get, you know what? Alright, hold up. Now I remember how I did this earlier. It's been a hot minute since we worked on this. Yeah. But perfect. I feel like that's not right, but I guess it is. See, now I think there's supposed to be a block here. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's been so long since we've had to do this. Yeah, this is supposed to be like this. Okay. And then basically block here. Block here. And then that's there. That's okay. Well, did I just hit something I wasn't supposed to? Okay. That's supposed to, okay. All right. Yeah, see, I did all this prior, like all along here, but I did it like literally 2 months ago. I did all this work along here, so it's like, I gotta try and remember. All right, cool. Very nice, very nice, very nice. And then we'll probably have to put something in here to fill this area up. Bro, my character's cold. We're in April. It's springtime. This hurts my soul, and it should hurt yours too. Let's go. On Pace, the BBC just released a video about if the UK has become too dog friendly. It can spell BS coming through. Ah, I saw something about that. Or I heard something about that. Must be a slow news week. I usually just ignore articles and stuff like that. Warm up my character. What are we at? 37.1? Close, close. 2? Three. One more degree. Or point, yeah, there we go. One more point degree. Alright, I need this. I hope we're oh no, okay, I have a stack here. And then some. Guys, it's still snowing. I'm a little worried. It's still snowing. Alright, let's build up the wall going this way. Same setup. Oh, you know what? Hang on, hold up. Before we go, let me put a torch holder in here. And here. I'll need drifters spawning in here. All my guards will be chilling right here. Alright. I'm gonna try and copy the other side. So it's 1, 2, 3. And what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 3, then 7. All right. Oh, I guess it won't matter. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, I wanted to see when we start making it go forward a bit. That's what I wanted to count, not the whatever. So it's from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then it comes out 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7, 6, and then whatever's remaining. Okay. I say everyone comes to YouTube except Eric. Yeah. Do a 180 on Eric. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh man, wait, this one's way further. Is it? I guess it is. That's fine. We'll just do the remainder. Let me do this. You can't escape. Okay. Let's put a torch holder in here. We're gonna need so much ashlar. Just go up one more. All right, and then put this on top. Let me figure out. Oh, this goes down. Oh, okay. I fucked up. All right, where's my chisel pick at? It goes down. I built this all 1 2 high. Damn. So this has to go down here. All right, there we go. Okay. What are we looking at here? 1 2 3 down for the next platform. Yeah. 1 2 3. That's the next one. One, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. All right, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, here. My legs. Okay, and then I think the last height is just where we're at. Yeah, I think so. Here. Easy enough. Oh. All right, let's get the stone placed on here. Oops. Why is this ladder in here? Oh well. Oh well. All right. All right, let's go ahead and I'm going to preemptively place slabs in here. Okay. Whoops. There we go. Oh, wrong block. I'll say this, Nate. I'm enjoying Warframe on the Switch too, especially with the mouse controls they got built into the right Joy-Con. Wait, is it did they ever end up, I'm assuming they did, add cross account, like account carryover, so you can keep playing on like your account? Because I remember when they came out with like the Switch for like the original Switch one, it wasn't like cross account saving or whatever, and that was not cool. I forget what that, there's like a term for that. I forget what it's called. Account sync or something. I'm curious to see how Xbox will handle AI developed, including AI content games, when they release it to the public. Yeah, I don't know. Probably go the same route that Amazon went and just dive right into it. See, I'm not big on AI in that regard. Like in full-on game development, like, and stuff, I don't know. I don't think it'd be too good for that. Let's get this one done here. Okay. That's where these ones come in. Especially with a company like, you know, Microsoft and whatnot, and Sony and stuff, and Amazon Game Studios. I don't know. I don't think they should be using AI for that stuff. Yep, so I got my PC account on my Switch too. Just had to link my Nintendo account to my PC account and then select the main account. You do need to play Warframe first on the Switch 1/2 for linking. Oh, okay. They do have cross-platform Xbox PS5, I think, but not sure about the Switch. Yeah. The options are there, especially for Apple and Google. Oh. Xbox is essentially Roblox, but you can publish your games to Steam. Oh. Oh, SM Box? I thought you were saying Xbox. Am I wrong there? I need to put this in here. I have to do this. Yeah, it's a game dev platform. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying Xbox, my bad. Huh. Yeah, I mean, it seems like a lot of those platforms are embracing it. Oh, hang on, let me close my blinds real quick. I didn't realize the camera was getting yellowed out. I think more like platforms like even Steam allows, like they allow the AI stuff as long as it's disclosed, at least for full-on games. If you go to their mod workshop, they really don't care too much for their mod workshop as long as they fall under the EULA or the terms of service, right? I think that's probably fine how they do that. On Steam, you need to credit it that the game has AI content. Yeah, which I think is fine. I think for a full-on platform game, you're making money off it, you're trying to sell it and stuff like that. Yes, you know, you can use AI. You gotta disclose and stuff like that. For like mods and shit though, like, who cares? A fucking mod, bro. It's a mod. I just recently made a deal with Valve that allows devs in SM Box to go through a process to get their games royalty free on Steam. Oh, no shit. That's pretty crazy. Wow. All right, cool. I was debating if I wanted to keep these side sections here, and same with this back side. I might get rid of this back wall here, but I think I'm gonna keep the side sections up to here. Yeah. You're gonna need so much ashlar. All right, let's start building this section up though. I remember since Tim Sweeney got upset that Steam is asking people to credit their games, got AI content in it. Yeah. Well, yeah. Tim Sweeney's always trying to keep himself relevant. What a dink. Would it be bad that I don't know who he is? I mean, I probably do. I just don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you told me like what he's worked on, I could probably give you an okay. But off top of my head, Tim Sweeney, he's CEO of Epic. Oh god, that's embarrassing. Yeah. Okay, I did know that. all right. That's fair. That's fair. Everybody in here saying, this guy even play video games? Doesn't even know who the CEO of freaking Epic Games is. Yeah, go one more. If they didn't have his name in the stream title, I would probably forget that too. True. Yeah, I probably would as well. Who am I? Alright. I'm tempted to make part of this like 3 so it connects better. I don't like this one block here. Let me see how this looks with 3 real quick. I'm gonna do it on the back side. It doesn't help any. Maybe 2 of them. And it's just gonna keep getting I don't know. I thought that would help more than it did. Let me try one more. Hold up. My legs. Oh, that helps. Okay, so if I do 2. People believe. Wait, hang on here. Uh-oh. Okay. People believe that he is funding some of the lawsuits against Steam as well. I feel it weird if that is the case. I didn't even know there were lawsuits against Steam. I don't keep track of any of this shit. People never run out of money with the money their engine makes that he keeps being petty. That's lame. That's annoying when people are like that. Steam's been getting hit with several lawsuits all at once out of the blue. It's stuff coordinated. What are the lawsuits about? Like what lawsuits can you possibly have against Steam at this point? I mean, Steam's been around for so long. I feel like lawsuits would be kind of frivolous at this point, you know? And maybe that's what these are, frivolous lawsuits. Like, they gotta have everything, like, pretty much covered, right? 2 of them are about loot boxes, especially the ones in CSGO. Gambling? Oh. You know who, but it involves politics. I don't know if it'd be like we talked about here. I don't mind too much as long as it's not uncivilized. If you're just telling us who it is, yeah, as long as it doesn't evolve from there. Or it's not. Funny thing is, they never done this shit with games like Black Ops 3, Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare when they had loot boxes. Yeah, I feel like that's because they were probably so new. I have mixed feelings on that shit, like with the loot boxes and stuff, because I don't like them. I think they're a really scummy system. But at the same time, it's like if people want to spend their money on that, and people spend their money on that, it's like that's people's money at the end of the day. People are grown adults for the most part, you know? Like, people can make their own decisions, and if it's a bad financial decision, well, that's on them, right? If someone wants to drop 20 grand on loot boxes and it financially breaks them, why is that anyone's... How is that someone else's responsibility? That's kind of my outlook on it. I think it's related to the Rothschilds. One of them lost a lawsuit against Steam, and the other attorneys connected to them launched their suits simultaneously. Oh, okay. Huh. Interesting. Okay. I wish I had more lights. All right, we might have to put some torch holders up here for a bit until I get more, like, till it's established more. Just so mobs don't spawn up here. Let's see. It's obvious, it's coordinated, suddenly this stuff becomes important. It's not coincidence. Nah. Usually I feel like lawsuits between big companies are something fishy going on, you know? I need more stone. I did see one image from one of those depositions or whatever the word is, where they claim to get something in game, but Twitter folk immediately recognized it from someone's Twitch stream, so they're not doing too good a job at amassing evidence. I'm sure Steam will prevail and continue to grow into the all-powerful monopoly people actually love. True. If it was important, they would have started when loot boxes first started. COD, Overwatch, FIFA, CSGO, etc. True. Well, to an extent. I mean, it's hard to say how effective something will be when it first comes about, right? Like a new model, like season pass stuff and stuff, when that first came out, people were like, oh, this is great. But now we're all like, yeah. Definitely better than like loot boxes and shit, but still. God heavens, the chat window fails to show how big my chat messages are. Hey, just be lucky I don't have like one of those fancy chats where it puts like the box around it and everything and like the time. I thought about doing one of those recently, but then I was like, I don't want the chat in the stream window to be overbearing. Problem is when they introduce gambling to games without age restrictions. True. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Like I said, I don't think the loot boxes are like, you know, like I said, people want to spend their money on it for sure. Let them go ahead, spend their money on it. Obviously, the age stuff aside, because that's, you know, obviously we don't need young kids just blowing money, but, you know, I don't know. It's a weird ground. Weird ground. No worry, ID laws are coming. True. Oh wait, this is supposed to go up one. Oh wait, do I want to do that though? Yes, I do. True. Very true, Nick. I hope ID laws help with anti-cheating as much as I feel like they are going to. Like, I feel like they're going to help with it a lot. I'm just hoping they actually have like the effect. It probably won't have the effect that I'm hoping for, but I'm thinking it will at least have a pretty decent size effect on the cheating industry in video games with the ID laws and stuff. But obviously time will tell on that one. Alright, we might have to get more stone. I kind of forgot, like, when we're doing like base outline type stuff on a project like this, we need a lot of raw resources. Don't remind me, Apple is forcing UK users to submit ID to certain apps now. Thank God I'm on Android. Yeah. I mean, you'll probably be disappointed. I'm kind of in favor of the ID stuff. Surprisingly, I know. I do not think it will end up being a bad thing at the end of the day. I think it'll take a lot of it'll get a lot of pushback. People don't want it, obviously, but I think it will do more good than harm at the end of the day. I think there needs to be, I do think there needs to be more, it needs to be more governmentally regulated than company regulated, 100%. I don't think the company should have like crazy access to all that, but at the same time, it's like most of the ID stuff that you're giving to them anyway is already, like, I mean, they already have it. They already have access to it, especially if it's like was it like, let's say like inside the US, like you have to supply your driver's license, right? Like telling me a company can't look you up, find your driver's license details. Half of us provide that stuff for free anyway. They don't even have to go try to get it. We just give it to them for most stuff. But I do think there should be some sort of like government like data center thing. I don't know. Something like that where like it gets verified through the government. So it's not the company collecting that data. It's like the, you know, basically you have a government ID, it gets verified when you log into like a game, and it like, yeah, the government's like, yes, this is this person, etc., etc. Yeah, I think government's controlling the online ID thing is what many don't want. If I'm being honest, heck, Europe's own GDPR website had a leak that itself revealed Europe doesn't follow their own GDPR. Well, see, okay, well then that comes into argument, you know, is it the issue with the ID provision, or is it just that people don't follow the rules that they're supposed to when they set that shit up? And, you know, it can go, you know, it's more so like when that shit happens, it's like when we find out they're not following their own rules, someone needs to hold them accountable for that shit, you know? It works if everybody like follows it, you know, and does it properly. Obviously, you can sit there and say, well, they're not going to, but that doesn't solve the issue. Identity theft crimes will rise exponentially when companies get a hold of people's IDs. Yeah, that's why I would think it would be better. Although you could argue that companies probably do a better job of data security than the government, but I don't know. That's why I don't think it should be the companies per se that hold that data. They just kind of verify the identity stuff through like a government like database or something. I don't know. Sovereign citizens rise up. Oh god, the good old sovereign citizens. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, eventually it's just gonna, like, it's gonna happen for long. Discord had UK IDs for how long before 70k IDs got leaked? Yeah, I mean, that shit's gonna end up happening, sadly. Not that it's okay, but hopefully at some point in the future they will have stuff like that a little bit more secure, but as history has shown us, probably won't be. I don't know, it's a very complicated maze or labyrinth to navigate, but I think they're gonna go forward with it regardless. So I think we have to figure out, like, people need to figure out how to navigate the labyrinth anyway, regardless. Like, you can sit on the one side of it for only so long before everybody else just kind of, before they actually put the stuff into effect. So. I think a big part of this is all going to be making sure that security standards are followed, but I don't know. At least working at the company I work at, I can tell you there's a long way to go before standards are followed. So, profit is the main drive. No, that yes, yep, you're 100% right. I see it all the time in my work. People ultimately don't care about standards and security and all that jazz. Whatever saves them a dime. This has to go down. Right here. Unfortunately, but until people start holding these kind of like the standards in place and stuff, it also, I feel, doesn't help that there's like, so for example, for like password policies and stuff, right? The biggest password security like standards that are out there are the NIST standards. NIST. So those are the ones that like majority of people follow, right? But then there's high trust. What's the other one? It's like PCS or something like that. So there's like multiple different, like there's like three main, like here are the IT standards for like password policies and password security and stuff, right? But each of those has a different policy on like password expiration, right? Like NIST says that you should not change your password ever. Like passwords should not expire unless there's a credible threat, like a breach. But then High Trust and PCS both say, no, you should have your passwords resetting every 90 days. So which one do you follow? Who's right, you know, at the end of the day? And I don't know. I think stuff like that makes it extremely problematic when there's multiple different sources that are all credible. They're all credible sources, but they all say different things, you know. I'm sorry for bringing this. Oh, you're good. You don't have to be sorry about bringing up a topic. I do not mind talking about topics like this. Like I said, I do not mind talking about anything that's like crazy, like that, as long as the conversation does not devolve into just shitting on people. Then that's a line I won't allow. But I don't mind talking about topics. I think it's very important that people talk about topics like this, because if you don't talk about topics like this, then nothing ever gets advanced and everybody just kind of sits in a state of nothingness, and we end up doing nothing. Progress ceases to exist at that point. So you do not have to be sorry about bringing up a topic. Anyway, I'll read your comment now. I still find the UK's government excuses for the Online Safety Act bullshit to protect kids when they don't do shit to keep the kids safe outside of the internet and online as well, with the shit that happens on. Oh yeah. No. That's always a topic. That's always the go-to when they try to push an agenda. That's been history's shining example of the go-to method to push an agenda, is to protect the children. It's an easy win, right? It's an easy layup. And we're doing this to protect the children. Everybody wants to protect kids. You would be one of the worst people on the planet if you said otherwise, you know. So it's an easy layup. That's why they do it. It is there's probably part of it. I'm not saying it's not 100% or it's not part of it at all, but if they use that as their main go-to, it's definitely not their main go-to. I think if I had to throw a pretty easy layup here, I feel like the main go-to for a lot of this online stuff is to cut down on, obviously to cut down on the anonymity of the internet and stuff. So people can't just go around, you know, making threats and stuff and basically just being crazy individuals because they're hidden behind the anonymity of the internet. I don't know. I think it's a good approach, but if you're trying to win over and get approval for stuff put through, like put into law, that stating like, oh, we want to get rid of the anonymity of the internet so people can't make threats to other people, that's not going to get the law passed. Opposed to, we want to protect the kids from the bad things on the internet. That comes off a lot better. You're going to win so many more votes with that. Start putting parents in jail, I bet it stops quicker than laws. I mean, I think that would help a little bit, but that's not gonna... I mean, shitty parents are just gonna be shitty parents regardless. There's no, you know... And not only that, where's the line on... Where's the line on that, too? Like, I mean, how many of us sitting here were doing things on the internet, you know? So, yeah. Protecting your kids on the internet straight at the parent's job? Yes, I can agree with that one. What's up, Mixed Nuts? How are you today? Y'all got purple names, damn it. I agree. I do think it's a hard job. I won't knock it. I won't say like, oh, shit. Okay, we fell. All right, we're good. I definitely won't say like moderating what your kids do on the internet is easy, but there's definitely a lot of tools now that allow you to do it. But then again, it's like, how many people just aren't like, how many parents aren't like tech savvy, you know, to do stuff like that? Like everybody's like, oh, you can restrict the hours that your internet's active, you know, at night. It's like, yeah, but how many people know how to do that? How many people can go and figure out how to like turn off their internet or their Wi-Fi, you know, between these X like hours, but allow exceptions for these devices. Like everybody that's already on the computer is like, yeah, that's so easy to do. But for a parent who doesn't spend like, you know, the waking life on the computer, that's not easy to do. That's hard. That's extremely hard for someone to do. And then you're just like, just watch a YouTube video. It's still hard to do. So better now that I got food in me. Was hangry as fuck. Oh, bro, I hate when I get hangry. It's very rare that I do get hangry, but when I do get hangry, man, not fun, not fun. All right, we gotta go get more ashlar blocks. We're out. I need more stone too. They can ask AI to write a program and it's full circle. Yeah, that'll go over well. True though, true. Test there, mine is red now. Thank you. That's +1 fall off the wall. I did read that in my head. I'm sorry. Ask the other Facebook parents for help. Yeah, there you go. You can ask on Facebook. How do I? Yeah, that's exactly what would happen though. How do you? There'd be a little like Facebook post, and it would just be a parent asking how to moderate their kids' use on the internet, and then it would just be like, just turn off the Wi-Fi. That would be the comment. Suno AI video tutorials, or it'd be like, just take away their iPad. Just take away the kid's iPad. Just take it away. Man, you know what? My kid's gonna hate me once with internet controls and stuff like that. Because I know how to do that shit. I can restrict the internet and Wi-Fi for specific devices. Suno AI video tutorials. True. Yeah, and then they'll mess up. They'll be like weird video tutorials, and they'll just mess up their entire internet router and stuff. My nephew got his Switch 2. I told my sister and her fiance that they can set parental controls on his Switch 2, and they can control how much playtime he has per day when the Switch 2 can't be played. There you go. Nate, here's a soccer ball, kid. What the fuck? Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna make sure my kid plays outside, man. I'm gonna play with them outside. We'll be playing soccer together. All right, was this where we were mining at? This looks like we were mining at, right? Yeah, I remember that. I remember this specific hole in the wall. All right, let's go this way. Pop a mining potion. There we go. Where's my chisel pick at? All right. Just don't get your kids their own devices where they're proper old enough for them. Yes. That's kind of how I think as well. I don't think, I don't know the age for like grade, but like a kid, if you're in the US anyway, a kid in like elementary school does not need a goddamn cell phone. I don't think there's any reason. Ah! He hit me? Oh my god. Damn! Professional PvP right there. He's on my team. Yeah, I feel like, you know, maybe 7th or 8th grade. How old would a kid be in 7th or 8th grade? What's the age there? I feel like that's a good spot for a kid to have like a cell phone, right? Well, cell phone maybe to call the parents, but not full-blown smartphone with apps. Yeah, like get them a dumb phone or something. Like a Nokia. Without all the apps. 12 to 13-ish. Yeah, so I feel like that's a pretty, like, you know, start getting them the smartphone and stuff. You know, with maybe with some parental restrictions on it. I feel like that's a good age. I'm of the opinion that kids shouldn't get smartphones unless they're paying for themselves. I like that. I like that. That's a good one too. Yeah, give them a dumb phone until and then once they can afford their own smartphone, then they can have their own. Especially with how expensive smartphones are. Because they ain't cheap. Yeah, yep, exactly. They're expensive as shit. Back in my days, a day we had cans with a string and liked it. Here's your communication. Go run your own telephone line. Yeah, I would probably do that. I'd probably definitely give them like some sort of cheap like dumb phones they can call, but then or text, and then if they want a smartphone, they can buy their own plan. I've had the same plan, by the way. So I had my own cell phone plan when I was probably in like 9th grade. No, it's probably like 8th or 9th grade. I got my own cell phone plan, paid for it myself, got my own cell phone, paid for all that myself as well. My parents did not get me a cell phone, right? I've had the same cell phone plan since 8th or 9th grade, by the way. I pay 55 bucks a month. Originally, I think it was 45, and they've upped it $10 since, and I think I get like it's unlimited data, but the cap's like 12 gigs of data or something like that, and obviously the unlimited call, text, everything like that. So, but yeah, I've had the same cell phone plan with AT&T since 8th grade, I would say. I was like 10, 11 when I got my first phone, and it was a BlackBerry Messenger where you can spam ping people. Oh man, this guy. I actually like when I wasn't on the phone leash all the damn time. Yeah, I bet. I wouldn't want to be on a phone leash. I barely use my phone, my current phone as is. I'm barely ever on it. I think, what was it? My friends and I, we were all comparing usage time. They all had like freaking crazy. They all had like 8+ hours of usage on their phone. I'm sitting there, I looked at mine, it said 20 minutes for the week average per day. Like 20 minutes per day I looked at my phone. And the majority of it was my alarm going off in the morning, which I sleep through. My parents are that way with cars. Don't see why. Oh, I'm not buying my kid a car. There ain't no way. My kid will buy their own car and pay for their own insurance. That's how I was. I had to buy my own car with my own insurance and everything. That was the only way I was allowed to drive. I will be that way. Cars are expensive, and I love my car too much. Sam, I only use it for phone calls or music when I'm doing job around. Yeah, right. I'll use it for music. Yeah, if I'm working out in the garage or something like that. Hook it up to a speaker or something. But then I don't know if it counts the usage on it because you turn the screen off. Because I think that it's just screen usage. It's like I'll put a song on, I'll put like a playlist on, turn off the screen, just play music. I don't know if that counts. I have way too much usage as I'm watching on my phone in front of two PCs. That's crazy. See, I think my usage time on my phone is so low because I sit at my computer all day. So I don't really have a reason to like be on my phone. So, oh, there's a, what is it? A stapler or a Demigorgon? Come here. Oh, it's a stapler. Get out of here. Got him. There. My first car I bought from my uncle for 200 bucks and it needed a head gasket before I could drive it. Damn. Nate hacks everything. I didn't do anything. I didn't hack anything. My first car was a 1993 Ford Taurus. It was pretty bad, right? With glued on side mirrors. It was like some sort of epoxy glue because they had been smashed off. Glued on side mirrors, and the entire frame was starting to rust to the point where after I had it for 2 years, they would no longer pass it for inspection anymore because the frame had rusted so bad. So I think everyone should have to repair their first car to get it to run. Teach you to know what you're doing with it. Yeah, I definitely think that more people need to start doing their own maintenance on their car. The amount of my friends that don't know how to do oil changes is absolutely crazy. I'm like, you don't know how to do, like, my one friend took it, he had his car ended up with engine knock because he was taking it to one of those like 5-minute quick oil change places because he didn't know how to change his own oil, and they weren't replacing the filter. He had the same filter on his car for like 3 years, and it ended up with engine knock and shit. They ruined his car. Crazy. And the only reason they found out that was because the mechanic that sold him the car had written the date he put the oil filter on the car in there and signed his name on it. And that was why they knew. That's why when he brought the car to them again to like figure out what was going, like why the car wasn't running and shit, the guy knew. But they were charging him for new filters. Oh yeah, yeah. Speaking of engine knock, I gotta get back into that YouTube channel. That's a YouTube channel? I'm not surprised. Yeah, I will make sure, son or daughter, that my kid, when I have a kid eventually, knows how to work on their own car in some capacity. That's right. I will help them with it. There's one called Just Rolled in the Shop where mechanics show off crazy car issues. Oh, really? Is my potion still going? Okay. Sure. When is my wifey graduating college? She will be graduating the spring after we get married. So this upcoming, not this April, but like in a year from now, essentially. 1 year left of school. And she will have her master's. It's kind of crazy. Another thing that just went by faster than thought it would. All right. One of them was a car with a really bad engine knock and broken engine mounts. Oof, broken engine mounts are a bitch. I've not had to deal with them, but I've watched videos and stuff. He's my brother's car. He thinks his engine mounts might be going or starting to like give or whatnot. And so I was looking into like watching videos and stuff. They do not look like they're fun to deal with. What I found crazy in the UK, you got to pass a test, a theory exam, basically what to do at X thing kind of quiz. My sister failed a test because one of the questions that she wasn't expecting was what to do when you tow another vehicle caravan. Oh. Call AAA. Easy. Yeah, for towing and stuff where you need to get it somewhere. Yeah, that's, what are you gonna... You just whip out your own tow truck real quick. Although, to be fair, the one time I went to have my car towed, it was such a pain going through because my insurance offers like basically roadside assistance, and it was such a pain going through them. They basically were like, you call and find the tow company and then just send us the bill. And I was like, I want you guys to find the tow company or like get the tow truck. And they're like, well, we can do that, but it's gonna take us twice as long. I was like, oh my gosh, like, are you freaking kidding me? Alright, potion wore off. How much did we get? Alright, I'm debating if I want to spend some time. I think we're going to spend some time getting rock here as well. So we only have 31 shell rock in a minute anymore, so let's eat some. Oh! A sideways stapler. Come here. Yeah, I feel like that's not a bad idea though, Eric. Having that up, like a theory exam. Like, what do you do in this situation? What do you do in this situation? I kind of feel like we should have that in the US because there's definitely like you get into an accident or something, the amount of people who are like, what do we do? I think it would be helpful for people to have that. All right, we'll use another mining potion. All right, we're gonna go to the mining potion. Where's all? No, leave me alone. Now. All right, wait, let me pop a healing potion too. There we are. Yeah, just situational awareness testing. I don't think it's a bad idea. And maybe they should probably have it so like there's like you can have multiple like kind of like correct answers, you know, and someone kind of like reviews like, okay, yeah, you know, that makes sense if you were in that kind of situation, you know. In Germany, you have mandatory theory lessons, night drives, and motorway hours before you can do your theoretical and practice exam. Damn. See, I don't know. I think that's kind of cool. I wish we had stuff like that in the US. Oh, stop. My character's like doing some weird movement thing. I just loaded a new model onto my PC and the stream stuttered first, started again, then went back to normal. 6 gigabytes of graphics cards memory used by the model. Damn. America, you open a Cracker Jack box and drive away? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you get your permit, which is a pretty easy exam that almost no one studies for. You just kind of go in and just, it's that easy. And then like maybe, how long do you have to wait before you can take the driving exam again? It's like 2 weeks, right? 6 months? Oh, okay, never mind. It's 2 weeks if you fail. That's right. So yeah, you have to wait 6 months and you go take the driving exam, and you know, depending on, and that one's crazy, the driving exam, because it really depends on your instructor and the location you go to, whether you pass or not. And then yeah, you're good to go. And then you never have to be you never have to get tested again. I think they should test you again after a certain like time frame. I think you should be tested on your driving capabilities later as well. Later in life. Hit a certain age, you start getting tested. Over 65 yearly? Yeah, that's kind of, maybe not yearly. Yearly might be a bit rough, but maybe like every like 2 to 3 years. But yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing, like over 65. Yeah, maybe you gotta get tested again. The amount. I think my sister passed the theory, but now she's waiting to pass her driving exam to get her license, which you need to pass before the driving theory test and driving exam to get the license. Damn, they really got a lot of theory testing and exams to get a license over there. You guys would be like, if you guys came over here and saw how easy it was, holy, you guys would be blown away by the people that are allowed to drive on our roads. You guys would be blown away. There's some people who have no business being anywhere near a car that are allowed to drive. And so there's people who manage to fit an entire platoon in a 4-door sedan. Yup. I've seen some videos on TikTok. There's like a biker gang who believe the roads belong to them, apparently. Well, that's like depending on where you're at and stuff, but there are instances of that happening. Yes. Just watch police cam videos. That explains 70% of American driver. True. Yeah. You've seen some of them as well. Yeah. You should drive around like north or northeast Philly. Driving around there has got to be like one of the most stressful things. I refuse to take my car into the city anymore because of the how bad people are at driving around there. I'm always amused to see cars turn into 18-wheelers. Hey, you know, come on, they're trying to pull that like Fast and Furious move where they go through the like the undercarriage of the 18-wheeler. They just forget that they have like an SUV, you know, it doesn't fit. After living in a smaller town, I hate driving anywhere near cities. Yeah, it's gotten will you guys hear the train? Do it again? No? Only one? Oh. Yeah, no, it's gotten like worse because I used to not mind driving down the city as much, but it's gotten so much worse, and then they don't, like, there's so many people, like, the number of people without insurance has grown up like exponentially, and they're all driving Like, I mean, they're all driving the shittiest cars you can imagine. They're driving cars without bumpers. I saw like at least 4 cars the one time I went down the city without hoods on them at all. Just a full-on engine bay, just exposed to the elements and shit. Missing like freaking doors and shit. It's crazy. And it's like, you obviously know that dude does not care about his car, right? And he probably doesn't have insurance. And if he hits you, he's probably not going to stick around, you know? And so you're going to get caught up paying more insurance. You're going to have to get a new car and shit. Ugh. Yeah, so I just don't drive down the city anymore. I love my car too much to risk it in the city. Rush hour is 12 cars and the backup are the trailers driving on the highway. You have to wait 30 seconds to pass. Yeah, that's always annoying too. I did not. Oh, I have 2 torch holders left. I guess I can make some. Yeah. Don't drive in France. Is it bad there too? Rip. People just shouldn't be allowed to drive. Or they should just enforce the laws better. That's what I say. I say they should just crack down on driving laws. They use their bumpers to park. Oh no. To park? Jesus. It's like a bumper car. That's why they call it a bumper. So I know how close I can get to the curb. They see their cool car as a tool. Oh man. I never understood that. I mean, I get it to an extent. I get the mentality, like, you know, you're using it to get to and from, but like, cars are expensive. Although I guess, I don't know, some of the cars you see people driving, I wonder how it can cost more than like a couple $100. So, but like, they say a car is like the 3rd most expensive thing you will ever buy in your life, or most people will ever buy in their life, is a car. It's like a house, then there's something else in there, and then it's a car. And what's that second thing? There's like three major purchases every human makes in their life: a house, a car, and something else. I forget what the other thing is. House, wife, divorce, car. Well, hopefully one of those doesn't happen, you know? That'd be shitty. What's that smell? Gas? Why is there no smoking in the truck? Some of the video. Oh yeah, you're talking to me about yeah, some of the people living in their vans, gaming, and making food. Yeah. That could be a cool lifestyle. It's not for me, but I can see why people would like it. Living like as long as it was like you're not like homeless living, like it's like you're choosing and you have like a nice like setup and stuff type of deal, you know. I feel like then that's a little different than if you're homeless living out of a vehicle. That obviously is not. That sucks. Damn. House, car. Maybe it is marriage. I don't think that's it though. Or like wedding. I could see it being that though. Weddings are expensive. Yeah, I don't know what that 3rd one is. We'll go with that. All right, wait, I need to put. Okay. We got like 700 stone there. All right, let's get back to Dunvarra. Weddings are crazy expensive? Oh, tell me about it, man, bro. Paying for one right now. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. There's so many of these characters. Let's get this way. Just keep climbing. There's another thing about living in a small town. They don't use salt on the roads. See, that can be good, though. I mean, besides not being able to drive when it snows, but later on, you know, your car doesn't get, like, absolutely destroyed by salt. Just reminds me I have to wash my car. Today would have been a nice day to wash my car, actually. It's a little cold out. I have to fix my spigot, though. I went out and got a new spigot because mine was leaking out the top. And I bought too big of one, unfortunately. So I got to get a smaller, like, connector. Then I can wash my car. It's 84 at the moment, and the low on Saturday is 19. How does that work? We had a similar situation to that, Nick, the other day. I don't get it. That's crazy. Winds? I mean, still, that's like a crazy temperature difference. Oh, some I see have a nice setup. One of them have 4K ultra wide monitor with oh, you're talking about in the car or whatever. Hook up like 2 to 3 power banks batteries, which has like generate energy while it's driving the van. See, those are cool. When people set up stuff like that, they got like the whole rig van set up. You know, I think those are kind of cool. I think they would be better off getting an RV, but price difference and stuff, obviously. Yeah, this still says 0 flowers. Why? What doesn't count as a flower as far as I know? Really? I thought it did. It says flower. I mean, I have other flowers here. It said this one says I have 41 flowers near here, so I don't know how it wouldn't count as a flower. Wait, let's see. Wait. Oh, it changed. Oh, okay. We'll swarm in less than a day. All right, man. Good. Okay. I guess woad does not. I guess I have 41 of some other flowers. Wait, let me take one of these down. Does this update to 40? No, it still says 41. I don't know how the detection works is the thing. Whatever. Fuck it, it's updated. Let's also go this way. Sometimes it takes a while for it to recognize flowers. That instant. Hey. Where's my knife at? Are we getting all the same ones here? Oh, we are. Okay. Interesting. Did I happen to check on the flowers they couldn't put in there? No, not yet. I'm not planning on updating any of my mods until 122 fully releases at this point, so I won't be fixing it until then. I know what the issue is, if that's what you mean. Like, I know why they're not going in there. It's a naming thing. I just have to update the names. But yeah, I'm not doing any more updates unless it's like game breaking. Like, I think my chisel pick mod had an issue with the chisel pick heads and the like tongs, the new tongs and stuff. I had to fix that because that was causing an actual crash. But there's like there's one with the mushroom growth one, there's a naming issue, and then there's one with obviously the flower one. I had to fix the naming issue there as well. But those are pretty easy. Those just pull from a list that I have in there. They're not too hard to update. Must be kind of cool getting some red flowers in here. Okay, these are the same ones. So this is medium. Okay, they are both medium. Okay, interesting. Right. Oh, I'm all out. Okay. Let's put some of these in here. These flowers look so cool. I think Bean was saying in IRL they stink though. Apparently they're pretty rare to bloom as well. I saw a Reddit post about these at one point that they bloom like it's very rare, something like that. Man, trying to find a place to put these. It's getting a little difficult here. A lot of flowers. Alright, there we go. That's good. Alright, where was I storing the flowers at? Corpse flowers are named that way for a reason. I've never seen one. Oh, really? That's what their nickname is? They're corpse flowers? Oh. So I'm assuming they smell like a corpse then, right? Does anyone remember what building I was storing the flowers in? Oh, it was in the dye one. Never mind, I know. Don't worry about it, guys. I got it. I got it. Ooh. There's a trader. I think they're both back here. I want to see if they've spawned yet. This guy's at 70%. What's this one at? 70% as well. Let's go. At least 3 more days then. But yes, they're supposed to be rare and they bloom like once in many years and they die or something like that. Oh, really? Wow. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, there was a picture of one on Reddit a month or so ago of one blooming that someone happened to get a picture of. Want to go halves on the smelly flowers for Nate's weddings? We're actually, for flowers, we're doing this cool thing. So there's these they're like wood flowers or whatever. But you soak them in this like softener and it makes them like, they feel like almost like real flowers. They're like super soft and stuff. And you can dye them. It's pretty cool. But yeah, much cheaper than real flowers. Alright, we got that. Let's see how far this gets us. Although we've been, Ashley has been having trouble with the dye. So I think she's got to try and do them again at some point soon. To see if, because they had to send us like new dye because the dye they sent us apparently like wasn't working and there was something wrong with it, so they sent us a new batch of dye that Ashley has to try still, something like that. I like that. I love it. I like the idea of wood flowers. Yeah, they're really cool. I'm hoping we can get the dye stuff worked out though, because that's obviously been the biggest challenge, is getting the dye to work. Okay, it's supposed to stay there. All right, cool. We have a torch in there. Do I have a torch in this one? Yes, I see it. Okay. All right, let's put the stone on top. What are the main theme colors? Burgundy and blush pink are the theme colors for our wedding. I think there might be maybe another color in there, but those are the two main ones. Nice colors? Yeah, they look really good combined together. I was like, why is that? Deep rose and pink rose, only burgundy colored flowers I know of are roses. Yeah, I think you can get burgundy colored roses. I think they just dye them though. Like bleach and then dye the rose or something like that. Or they get white roses and dye them burgundy. But yeah, since we're doing the wood flowers come in like a default like plain color, like almost like whitish and stuff. And then whatchamacallit, obviously you dye them for the color you want. So we're dyeing them like burgundy and like blush pink and stuff like that. So. All right, cool. These two areas situated. I think we're gonna raise up the land there. Okay. Let's see. This way, jump. So I think we're gonna get rid of this back part here. This isn't gonna be a thing. Have you been lighting up those dark areas in the walls of fences? Yes, yep. I've been making sure I light up inside those areas. Don't need any drifters spawning. You might be able to get carnations and roses to be burgundy by feeding white carnations and roses burgundy colored water. Oh. Wait, depending on the type of water you put flowers in can change the color? I didn't know that. That's kind of cool. It's on the ball taking notes. Yeah, right? Hey, I am a professional builder, all right? With white petal flowers, yes. Ah, see, that's kind of cool. All right, I didn't know that. All right, I think our next thing here. So I gotta see. I don't know if I want to go diagonal with this, but we might go diagonal, or I could just go straight back still. Where does diagonal lead us to? I like the idea of going diagonal with this. But I don't know if it's going to work out well for the build idea. That's how they make carnations for prom dances, match specific colors, like seafoam green. Oh. I think I'm with some pretty cool colors. Oh, yeah, I bet. You think celery does a similar thing? Really? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go straight back from here. And in that case, what I'll probably do, that's random. Do we not have any granite rock? Uh-oh. Funny thing happened on Minecraft for me, Nate. I use a schematic mod so I can have an outline to build some of my builds. The builds I do on the flat world, and I had tiny gaps in the roof, which had bats swarming when I made, when I rendered the schematic and I started building. I got a scare when I saw frozen bats in it. Oh? Wait. Had tiny gaps in the roof. Had bats. Oh. That's kind of cool. Probably use this Schematica mod. Apparently someone made that mod for Vintage Story as well. Schematica mod. I've always been iffy about that mod, even in Minecraft, using the Schematica and stuff. I build on the fly too much. I don't like having a disposed plan that I'm just following. I like kind of like sitting. I like sitting here and being like, all right, what's gonna look best here, and like trying to figure it out and piecemeal it together on the fly. I know it would probably be about the same thing if I did it like, you know, otherwise, but Nate's vibe building. Yeah. Hey, don't go telling people. Oh my god, could you imagine? True though. I am vibe, but I'm just vibing. Hey AI. Hey Copilot, how should I build this build? What would look good here? Can you design me something that would look good here? Oh my god. I can see the comments now. This guy's lazy. He doesn't design his own builds. He could pay someone to design his builds. He's taking jobs away. Oh man. That'd be funny. How do you guys get the fly to stay still long enough to build on it? Wait, what? I'm so confused. You cool it down. It's how someone once placed a crow on a fly and another person glued one to it. So what the fuck are you guys talking about? Oh, you built, okay. Ay. The dad joke. I feel like that's the dad joke. Nate stepping on grass, destroying our environment. Oh my god, bro. That one's also a funny argument as they're sitting there typing on a freaking computer. Oh yeah, the environment they care so much about. All the minerals mined up to build that processor in their phones, the lithium battery and stuff. They like, all right, I know, I missed it. That's my bad. Usually I'm pretty good about it. I missed the on the fly joke. All right. Man, some of those arguments just happen. Yeah, my mind rolling like, what? Came to this conclusion now. All right. I'm hoping we have enough rock. One of the cats fell down the stairs and it wasn't even the kitten's fault this time. Oh, wait, the kitten pushes your cats down the stairs? That's maniacal, man. Man. Cobweb's a menace. I support it. Go Cobweb. Assert dominance. Now, Nick, do you think Cobweb, once into like out of kitten and into cat age, that Cobweb will be the Don of all your cats. You know? Downright diabolical, right? Like one of your cats will like misbehave, and then like 2 days later you'll find the cat like just like with a little like limp, and then you'll ask Cobb, you'll be like, Cobb, what would you do? And Cobb would be like, you don't gotta worry about that problem anymore. You'd be like, what? There's a study done on... Alright, we're gonna raise this part up as well, by the way. There's a study done on flies, flight paths, and patterns, and they just found that flies tend to prefer vertical surfaces. They did the study by first putting a jar of flies in the fridge until they stopped moving from the cold temperature, then glued a burnt end toothpick onto the fly's back, stuck the stick into a rig and warmed the fly back up. What the hell? These poor flies, man. They had a monitor of LEDs that simulated things the fly might see in the environment, one of them being a vertical bar that flies tended to tilt towards. Interesting. Poor flies. No, he chases them and they don't always make it graceful. Yes, he is a dominant cat. They're gonna love him when he gets older. All this fence blocks getting covered over? Huh? Fence blocks. What fence blocks? You mean the other, these things? The other rock? Or what blocks or whatever they are? Oh, all the granite? I know. I was just thinking about that. We spent like what, 2 weeks placing all that granite down, like the granite slab of Dunvarra here, and then we just covered it up. Tis the way though. Granite and the black ones? Shale? Yeah. Dude, my character's getting cold again. Bro. When does this stop? It's just torture. It's just torture at this point. I don't think that's supposed to be. I remember mining all that granite up, and they just covered it up with more granite. All right, let's put some torches in here. So, yeah. Yeah. No mobs from me. I beat the mean out of him yesterday with cat fishing pole toy. He was so tired that he literally just fell over panting. I was just doing that with my cat. Not beating him, but you know, playing with Ginger. She's being a little scooch and stuff. So I broke out the fishing rod toy. I was playing with her with that. I don't know where we had a laser pointer, but I don't know what happened to it. She loves the laser pointer. I get her going like, you know how dogs will chase their tail? I'll get my cat doing that. That's so funny. And then, yeah, eventually she just kind of plops. She just gives up. Yeah, those bottom blocks getting covered, never to be seen again. Yup. It's a shame too. We could probably use that granite. You spent all that time mining it just to cover it up with more granite. My character's so cold. He's gonna start crying soon. Earth granite in the shale one? Yeah. Yeah, we can always mine more. Ah. So I was planning on using my AI agent to do something, loaded it, then completely forgot what I was going to do with it. Bro, I hate when that happens. That is literally the worst. Yeah, the worst is when I go to Lowe's and I was like, all right, I need to get XYZ from Lowe's, and then my dumbass doesn't make a list. And then I get to Lowe's and I'm like, I only remember to get like 2 things out of like the 5 that I needed. That's disappointing. That is the most disappointing trip. It's not even like the Lowe's is far, but it's the principle that I don't want to have to drive back there. Oh, we gotta... This is gonna have to get scaled down. Okay. This wall is not nearly as high as I thought it was going to be. Although, we could... See, I don't know what I'm doing with back here yet, because there's supposed to be... There's gonna be a private dock back here, specifically for the Dunvarra family, or the Vara family. Lore stuff, by the way. So maybe we just leave it like this for now, and I'll bring this up to that height, but then leave it. Let me go warm up my character. The screen stuff's starting to get on my nerves. We need to make food too. Character's out of food. Also want to see where's all of them. Oh, we lost some villagers. Rip. They must have died. L. Make some more bread. Alright, let's do this. Put that in there. Where's my torches at? Alright, I'll be right back while we warm up and grab something to drink. Break. Gotta stretch my legs. Huh. I remember what I was going to do. I was going to ask an agent about some stuff I've seen on Twitter recently. 0.9. Why is everyone so mean to the AI? I have a Canadian friend that's just mean to them. Mine depends on how long I've been trying to troubleshoot an issue. And if I've hit that point where the AI is just going in circles, then I'm like, all right, get your shit together, co-pilot. We got problems to solve. That's usually when I just give up and figure it out myself, or I wait a day. It's kind of amazing how if you wait a day, the AI just has a whole different, like, all right, let's try this attitude. I always say please and thank you, usually with a plea, please keep being good to us humans just in case. Yeah, I found myself doing that as well. I'll throw like a thank you if it figured something out for me that I couldn't figure out that I was like spinning my wheels on. I'll throw like a thank you for it. Be like, damn, thanks. All right, let's see here. What's up, Cyber? How you doing today? Goddamn, that's fast. Yeah, that's from the Millwright windmills that I have going. I have so if we go out here, I'll show you. So I have the Millwright mod, and those are all large sails, and it's 70-80% wind just about. So that thing is cruising. I'm curious though, because in 122, I don't think I'm gonna be using Millwright unless the windmills from 122 are just atrociously slow. So I don't know yet, but I'm curious to see how the speed and the mechanics work with specifically the Helvhammer in 122. I'm hoping it is like better than how the vanilla ones are in 121. Is the vanilla windmills in 121 are kind of ass, I feel. Okay, let's food, pies. Oh yeah, yeah. They take ages. Yeah, apparently they well, they added large ones in 122, so like large variants of windmills. I don't know. That was something I wanted to test out as well the other day on Thursday. I think that was it. So I remember we were trying to figure out what else I wanted to test when I was went into my 122 world. I think that was what I wanted to test. I don't know, maybe not, but I should probably test that prior to migrating my world to 122. Where's my knife? Is that'll be because I think Millwright updated the 122 already, so that'll be kind of the determining factor if I keep using that mod or not. Maybe I'll test that out tonight. See what happens when you don't stream on Fridays. You forget things. I feel like I remember more things when I don't stream on Friday. I feel like I'd just kind of be like, Friday. Oh, it's the stale chip song. When you initiate a new conversation, that conversation is given a new seed, which changes what words are chosen based on the model's temperature. Yeah. Sometimes I've noticed it'll pull old conversations, though. It's rare. It's happened like once or twice to me. Even though I've reset the conversation. I'm like, sus, but okay. Oh, man. Come on, food, cook. Oh. Nothing like peanut butter pie. Wait, we still need that. Gemini is good at remembering things we talk about. Grok pretends he doesn't have access to all our conversations, which I find annoying. I've not used Grok. I've used Gemini like twice and I wasn't a big fan of it. And I mostly like, I'm like a 95% user of Copilot. I like ask Copilot stuff and use Copilot for things. Copilot does a pretty good job. Occasionally it's annoying, but most of the time it's like pretty useful. Grok is just too tired from the amount of image edits it has to do? Probably. There's the Dorito. Yes, sir. It's the stale chip song. Are these done? Yes. Got my pies. There we are. Alright, so we're good on food. Alright. Alright, let's do the same thing on this side. Build this up. This has to be, we need more granite. We gotta go mine. Alright, that's fine. We don't even need that much, but might as well get as much as we can. Alright, do we need another chisel? We've used that entire chisel pick already? Oh my god. That's wild. Alright. I'll make another one. Can barely hear the music today? Oh, really? Is music too low? I can turn it up a little bit. I don't know how high I want to turn it up. I'll leave it there. You guys let me know. Yeah, I turned up my microphone volume a little bit to be a little bit louder. I'm gonna see how I like that after the stream today and then go from there. Any further increasing of my mic volume will be a little bit more tedious than what I did today, so. The music's always a tricky one to figure out. Because I don't like the music. I don't want the music to be like a prominent part of the stream, but I want it to be there, like kind of like in the background, you know? So it's always tricky. And just messing with audio in the stream is just so annoying in general. Because you mess with something, then it breaks some other stuff. Music's still low. I can hear you at 3/4 volume versus full volume as has been the last minutes. Okay. Wait, is that not pulling from? No, it definitely is pulling. Let me check something. Yeah. That might be too loud. Alright, I'm gonna leave it there. Let me know if yours is good. I use ChatGPT to get a bit of understanding of how some of the mods coding work for Stardew Valley and to help me here and there for certain stuff I can understand as well. Yeah, right? It's good for that. That's what I used, well, for the most part. It's very good for teaching. Or explaining, I guess I should say. Chisel pick. Alright, let's go mine some granite. Alright, we gotta go to Holdback Village. Where's my boat? Oh. Ah, almost didn't see you over here. It's loud. And look, no snow. Wonder if this boat's gonna ever fall out. There's still some snow over there. Alright, let's go this way. Into the granite mine. Alright. Let's go find somewhere to mine. Mine this way. Wait, do I have? I need to make torch holders. Hang on. There. All right. We need rock. Let's get mining. Oh, we only have 2 mining potions left. Get some more. All right. Yeah, I don't mind AI, just like people are using it too much for stuff like exams, use it to help them answer questions that they should be filling out on their own. I don't mind if they used it to learn subjects without the answers. Something that feels pointless. If you are going to university or college, if you're just going to use AI tools to answer questions. Yeah, I kind of agree with you on that one. Yeah, I don't think it should be used for exams. That seems a little out there. I think just with any tool in life, there are pros and cons to it. But I think when you choose to label things as a pro or a con, or like a good or a bad thing with a given thing, you can't just like I don't know. I feel like you have to understand the tool at least in some regard, you know? And also just labeling something as completely bad is not the way to go. You can't just be like, oh, because people used it this way and I disagree with it this way, it's now a bad tool. It's like, well, you know, it's a lot more nuanced than just a black-white situation, as most things are. But for some reason, some people like to Some people like to simplify things into black and white situations at the end of the day. And that's where they make their stand or their hill to die on or whatever. Which people are allowed to do, but at the same expense, I'm allowed to call people an idiot for doing that, so. And I'm allowed to disagree with them. And as long as we all agree on that, then there's not a problem, right? You can use the power saw to see how many manual saws work, to see how a manual saw works, but to ban all power saws because they're allowed or to use a power saw when you are required to use a manual saw is not too good, I feel. Yep. Yeah. Exactly. That's where you get into that nuanced situation. Like in game development, terms of people who made Xbox 33 used AI for filter textures to have something placed down to replace later. No mind that, but having AI make a game completely for you when you learned how to do game development stuff seems a bit lazy as well. Yeah, I mean, my nuanced situation on it is if like you're a big company or like a game developer, like basically if you're a company and you're making a product that you're selling to people, then yeah, you should probably have at least some sort of like a professional level of like engineering or something, like, or like programmer, right? You shouldn't just be wholeheartedly diving via AI. If you do, yeah, you should probably disclose that you're doing that. But you know, then you get into like the nuanced situation like we were discussing earlier, and has been brought up like a bunch of times, like for mods, like a free mod that, you know, Joe Blow made on the weekends. You know, he just made it to make the game a little bit more interesting or fun. It's not his game. He's not selling it. He's probably not making money off it. If he is, he's getting some, like, maybe some donation or something like that. It's not like people are, like, paying to use the mod. Who cares at the end of the day then, you know? Who gives a shit? You're gonna go harass that guy who just did something for the hell of it. Like, there are better hills for people to die on. I feel like that's a weird one to go die on. And that's exactly what'll happen, because no one will care. It is very weird, in my opinion. A very weird hill. And I don't think it's right to go around harassing people who do use AI or who do use whatever tool they want to use to make something, if they're giving that shit away for free or whatever. Now, if they're charging you or something like that, or like it's a big software program, yeah, sure. Go try and die on that hill, go harass them, sure, whatever. See how far that gets you. But to harass just individuals because they're an easy target, it just makes you an ass. And that's all the people who do that and bring it up constantly about how it should be banned from, like, for, I guess we'll go into the example of the mod database for Vintage Story. The people who say AI should be banned from there, it just makes you look like an ass. Like, it makes them look rude, like an ass, especially when they harass people about it, you know? Like, if you're the individual that goes and is commenting on people's mods, claiming like, oh, how much of this is vibe coded, the mod probably is horrible, or, you know, your thumbnail looks like shit and stuff, it's like, who cares? Don't use the mod then. Don't leave the person alone. Go find something else to do. Like, who cares? Like, I don't know. I always get so. Damn it, Eric. I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't like when people do that to other people. It's not right. And they do it because it's an easy target. That's literally it. Man, this Shizzlebick's going longer than I thought it would. I had to say something. I had to say it. It broke as I said it. Damn. I'm sure people did the same thing when computers came about, when the calculator came about, when the abacus came about. There was probably people that complained about all those tools, how they were going to ruin the world. Somehow we're all still here. Oh, thought I was starving. I saw a screenshot of an article where teachers were complaining kids were using calculators, saying things like, we're never going to have calculators everywhere. Yeah, exactly. That I remember when that was the sentiment in high school. Oh, you're never going to have a calculator with you. You're not going to have a calculator with you all the time. Like, you need to know how to do all, like, I mean, you should know how to do, like, arithmetic and shit. And stuff. Like, I do agree with that. You should know how to be able, you should be able to, like, grab out some paper and do some math, right? Just as being an educated individual. But yeah, that's literally the same argument. Yeah. I can have. Oh, someone. You know what probably happened with that one? All right. Whoever made the calculator app on the smartphones was probably told that in high school. Oh, you're not going to have a calculator everywhere you go. And that dude took that to heart and made the calculator application. And lo and behold. Staring at screen will give you headaches. Look at us. We got VR headsets, glasses with built-in screens. True, but those still give you headaches. I mean, they weren't wrong on that one. We've become slightly more immune to it, but... Oh, there's a cave here. I think we've already been in this cave. Yeah, speaking of VR, I still have yet to use my Meta Quest. It's just sitting over there. I had to look for it. It's right there. I have not touched it. I keep wanting to. I never put the time. Oh, our potion we're off. All right, let me finish mining as well. 600 should be more than enough, so we don't got to keep going. So on Monday's stream, we did a lot of mining. Yep. Yo, imagine if I was doing the recap videos for the week when we were getting sticks. So all right, today on Monday's stream, we spent the entire stream gathering sticks. And then the following week, yeah, so we had to spend another whole stream gathering sticks again because I used all the original sticks that I got. That would be a wild video. I'm sure there will be a stream recap of me doing that at some point, though. Just gathering sticks. Oh, it's nighttime. A whole week of you gathering sticks? Oh my god, that'd be glorious. So we're in a sticky situation more than once this week. Yeah, there we go, there we go. We don't have any more forest to chop down to get sticks. Kind of in a bad spot in that regard. Oh, I guess there's the we have the forest by the Zolari forest. Yeah, we have this out. This is our last, like, this area and down here. This is a pretty big area to get sticks from, too. But then it's all, after that, it's all just my own forest that I've been making. Well, I guess there's a little bit down here. All right, yeah, we still got a little bit. There's a forest over here as well. Okay, yeah, we still got some. We're good. We're good. What this? That would be a good line to use in a video. I would approve. I do approve. Deforesting the world and complaining about the world being cold? No, no, no. We're reforesting though. I'm planting larger trees as well. So it's like only half deforesting. I've just been lazy about the reforesting part. I haven't done that. Usually I do that off stream. I go and plant some trees, but none of the trees grow in the winter time, so you can blame the snow for that as well. I've been restricted because of the snow. Alright, hold on guys. I got a phone call real quick. Alright. Sorry. Start chirping noises. You think that's the first time I heard Nate's phone ringing? It's been ringing all day. There's a guy that runs my pickup group. He's been trying to get a hold of me. Apparently there's a group that wants me to play keeper for them. So. He was calling to ask if I was interested. Let's see. Alright. Dude, it's dark as shit over here. What the hell? But I mean, I can hear it ring through your microphone. You just can't hear it at all. Yeah, my noise gate doesn't pick it up. It will only pick it up if I'm talking while it's ringing. But usually I'll stop talking if it's ringing, or like, it basically, if I know something like background noise is going, I usually tend to not talk until it passes. Like the train, for example. If I'm talking when the train goes by, my microphone picks it up, so I don't talk like I'll stop talking or I'll cut like sentences short when I hear it coming by, if I hear it, so it doesn't get picked up. It's the same thing with my phone rings. If I notice my phone's like starting to ring, because it lights up before it starts ringing, like the screen does. So I'll usually just stop talking, or I'll just silence it real quick. That, and I did increase my microphone volume today, so that could also play a little bit of a factor in it. I didn't change any of the sensitivity though. Oh, let's start over here. Alright, what's up with this? I'll let this go. So, I don't know why that extra block's there, but I already built the outside wall around it, so I'm not going to change that. Okay, time to start the pizza. Kill Tony tonight, so you won't have to put up with me much longer. Nah, we don't want to. We enjoy your company, Nathan. I gotta cook tonight as well. I'm gonna make some ground turkey with some seasoning and some cream of mushroom mixed in with potato and onions. It's basically just like kind of like a hamburger helper. It comes out pretty good. I'm looking forward to that. And then you put some like Mexican cheese in there. Bye-bye, block. Oh, I ran out of blocks. All right, we need to make some more. So speaking of which, time for me to hit the bed. Getting sleepy now. See y'all later. All right, see you later, Eric. Have a good one, man. Thank you for the sub today. I appreciate it. And thanks for watching. Have a good night. I will catch you tomorrow. What do we have in here? Just those 5. Okay. Those 5 and 4 should be pretty good. Oh, I forgot to make the bread for more villagers. Okay, it sounds good too. I'm just adding bacon bits, extra cheese, and Frank's hot sauce are interesting. Oh, bacon bits sounds good. If I had some, I'd probably put that too. Yeah, it comes out pretty good. It's not terrible. Like, I like it. And I can make a lot of it too, like pretty easily. So Like, it doesn't take long to cook it. Is what I meant by easily. And now I'm getting hungry. Damn it, Nick. You're welcome. Yeah, now I'm thinking about the food. I'm like, I could go for some right now. Although we do have company over today, so I might. Well, we'll see how things are progressing. I might end around 9:30 to go make dinner and stuff. Ashley has got a friend over. All right, let's get the torches on here. Solus doesn't yell at me. Okay. Hey, let's go fill that up with the stone that we got. Oh, misplaced them. You know, it's funny, we might end up tearing these blocks up anyway. I'm thinking I might do gardens out here. Thinking about doing that. I don't know yet. All right. Not too bad looking so far. Let's do this back wall section here for now. We're just gonna build it up to this height here. Until I can kind of figure out exactly what I want to do here. Just put these in here. Where's the center for this, by the way? It's like right here, right? This looks like the center. Yep. This is what I was worried about. So I'd have to bring... Trying to think, if I move this whole section forward one, I think it'd be better to move this section back and then move a couple of these forward. Maybe. Let's see, I'm trying to think. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Move that forward one. That would work. And these all back. Okay. So this is all going to be pushed forward. Let's do that real quick. And then... Oh wait, did I do that right? These are gonna get pushed back. All the way to here. And then one past. So pretty much to here. So this is actually gonna go back quite a bit. Okay. Might need a bucket. Yeah, that's correct. Me, and then from here, so then this is gonna get pushed forward. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. That's okay. Alright, so then all this has to get changed. Alright, easy enough. Oh, I don't have a bucket. Lack of sense. I need to go get a bucket. I got like a photo in there. Alright, oh wait. I don't want to make a bucket. We'll go grab one. I'm trying to think where the nearest bucket would be. Probably inside the leather working area. Ah, that pie wasn't fully done. Is this the stale chip song again? Okay. This out. No, this isn't the one? Okay. This isn't it. They sound so similar to me anyway. Okay. We just need this. Okay. I think that should work. We might have to adjust these edges a little bit more. Maybe. Let's see. This. Probably not actually. It might be. Alright, let's go warm up real quick before my character starts crying that it's too cold. Don't want that. $700. What do you grab from? 700. Wow. Oh, yeah. Good. All right. Let's do something specific here. I'm trying to remember what it was. Da, 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 da. Yes, I want to do this. See, this was the part I was still having trouble with, trying to figure out how I wanted to do the rest of the design for this. Like, I know kind of what I want, just not 100%. I think I definitely want 2 staircases against the wall here. I think I want them to just be 2 though. That lead up to the top section there. I think I wanted one here, starting here and going up, and then the other one. How far is that? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So here, going up. How high would this have to go? Let's see. Whoops. Oh, I guess here. Possibly. It might have to go up one higher. No, I guess not. Probably here. Yeah. Maybe. We can move this back then. How far back can we move this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here then. Oops, not there. Here. Whoops. Yeah, okay, that's what I want. I want to get a lot of the stuff laid out today, and then we'll start doing some building stuff. Or like some like finishing detail, not finishing details, but more tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. More intricate work towards. Like that, and then so there's supposed to be a building here, right? So basically you walk in, there's supposed to be like a building that you will enter as well. I want to keep these here, so I'm trying to think how I want to connect it to all of this. I'm debating if I want it to be right up against the edge here, or if I want it to be right up against the edge here. I'm thinking here, just so we have like a little bit more detail room there. So where's the center at here? All right. And then do I want it to go, do I want it to be a crescent in or like a crescent out? I think given the size, it might look better to go like, so how far is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, Actually, you know what? We want to do this like double. Nah, no. Actually, yeah, maybe actually let's do double. Yeah, let's do double. I have an idea for the build itself. Okay, so the concept is this is outer courtyard, and then we're gonna have this is gonna be inside the main Vara stronghold here, like their living area, their house, their family house. So that's kind of though that's gonna be that. So we got to figure out how we want the layout to be and where we want everything to be at, which is gonna be tricky. So obviously this is going to be down to a private dock area. So I guess we'll have like kind of a grand hall. I also need staircases up, so we're gonna have a second floor, which will be probably on the same level as these, the wall here. But so the second floor wall is going to be in one along all of this. So I have to keep that in mind. So where would I want a staircase? I think these will be walls. I guess we could just build these up too. Oops. Have that like that for now. These will probably all end up being like probably about the same height as that. So I'm trying to think. Let's see. So let's say we have our grand hall entrance here. Let's just get a layout for that going. Let's all put back here now. Okay. So you walk in, probably see all the way up or whatever. Then we need, let's see, let's go right here and right here. Little side areas here. We can do maybe one side have like maybe a dining area. Let's do something like this. How would this look? Or actually, I just hear a drifter? What in the world? How'd you spawn in there, buddy? Is there no torch holder here? Oh, there's not. Look at that. Or there was and I broke it right there. Alrighty then. Oh, actually, let's do this. That might be too small of an area for either one of these sides. Yeah, I'm not big on that. I might move this down. And then move this over. Got 1, 2, 3. It's still back here. I think that's like pretty much where I had this originally. A little bit over. And let's see, staircase. We probably need a 5x5 area for the staircase. We could do it right against the wall here, and that's like center, so it'd be something like this size of an area. I don't know if I like it being up front. That's the only thing. Or we can do 2 staircases. Well, it'd be easier just to do 1 staircase that goes up, 1 goes down. We do need a staircase that goes down. And then you had like dining area on this side. I don't know what we'd put on this side, but something on that side maybe. And then yeah, we can do another staircase on this side as well. Alright, I'm kind of liking this layout a little bit. We're gonna need to mine ashlar tomorrow. We're going to need a lot more. I guess we could get it today. Let's see. Oh, I wanted to make that jump and didn't work out. I hate when it does that. Alright, so my idea is translocator's probably gonna go I was thinking underneath here, like down underground inside the basement area, but I might also do it up above on the 3rd floor. Not 100% sure which floor would look or where that would look best at. And then we also are gonna have, so this is gonna go out to a dock here. I'll probably have the dock at the same level as the other docks, so this will probably go down quite a bit. Don't need that there anymore. Alright, cool. want to see. Do I have any cobble on me? We need. I don't have any granite cobble. Let me go grab some granite cobble. I think it's granite cobble. Guess we'll find out. Oops. Thinking about placing these here. Oh, missing oak planks? Oh, wait. This one's like weird ones. I think I gotta remake these. Yeah. I think I gotta remake the stair. Hmm. Let me just see here real quick. Yeah, it placed the right way. All right, yeah, let me just remake this. I don't know what one. Yeah, see how it says WE here? The ones that I have are UD, which I think are the default ones. I think that's made with some weird ones. They're easy to make this anyway, so I think. This. I think this does this come out one more? I should go. Let me go grab a copy. Hang on. That way I can make sure I do this right. Then we'll have like a really, really good copy, I guess. Facing. Okay. So this is how many blocks is it? 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let me do this. Let me put the oak block in here. All right, Nate and Souls, have a good night, and we will see you tomorrow. All right, see you later, Nick. Have a good one. Thank you for watching. Oh, good, it's facing the right way. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, which I think that is. And then this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Although I could make it 4 and bring this in. And it might look a little bit better. I think I like the one where it comes out further, to be honest. Although, let me fix the cobblestone. Yeah, I think I like this one better. Yeah, because then I gotta fix the bottom of this as well. That fixes that. Okay, okay, cool. Let me go put this one back. Alright, we're gonna save this design. We're gonna call it stairs. Yeah, we'll just call it stairs. Save. Okay. Oops. Come on. Oh, you know what? These stairs might actually have to come over one. Well, yeah, I might have to bring these out one or two. Let's get them play. Let's just get these all placed though. Here's how this works. I should just do all these, as long as I don't swap off the chisel. Interesting. Kind of cool. I wonder if there's a setting to make this go faster. Not that it's too slow. It's actually pretty quick at the end of the day. Alright, so the reason I'm thinking about moving this back one block is because I'm gonna have to put stuff along the inside here. So yeah, let's do that. Let's close out that. That there. Also, let's put a torch holder down here, just so nothing spawns. Grab these, just swap them to this side essentially. These should all be the same. Cool. And then, do I have oak blocks? Direction. All right, very nice. And I guess I would go along here as well. Up to probably this point here. I'd probably just put that there. So we have a plan for that. Let me move this staircase out one. Oh yeah. Just enough oak blocks. Already made it. Alright, let's grab this out. Let's grab that out. Let's do this again. Right click. F. Finish out. This one. I should have stairs right. I like that you can queue multiple blocks while this is happening. It'd be nice if I could switch off the chisel, but not too big of a deal. We have to wait till these are done before we can do anything else. I do kind of like that there is a little bit of like time investment into doing something like this. Like we can do a bulk section here, but we still have to kind of wait. And I do like in general that you have to kind of wait for the chisel block. As nice as it was having them instantly just copy paste, I do like that there's a little bit of a time sink here to make up for being able to copy and paste essentially any chisel block you want. And it's cool to watch. Alright, last one. I think I chiseled that. That's fine. There we go. Perfect. Some more lighting down here. Just for now. I can't wait so we can make lanterns again. We gotta go check on our bee stuff real quick. See if that second hive, see if those hives have swarmed anymore. Go check that out. Oh wait, where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. It still says we'll swarm in less than a day. So yeah, it has not. So we still just have 2. That's fine. Back up we go. Alrighty there, guys. I think we're gonna call it here a little early tonight. I don't really want to get too in depth in anything else. We have to do a lot of mine. We'll have to start tomorrow with some mining and whatnot. But yeah, I think we're gonna call it here. So we got a lot done. We got the layout built for the foundation of this place. Obviously, it's not all gonna be just shale blocks. We'll probably change a lot of this in for cobblestone and wood and stuff like that. And so that'll be our plan for tomorrow. Finish the walls, get the rest of the granite in here and stuff like that. All that jazz. But yeah, we're gonna call it here. I'm getting hungry, so that is gonna do it. So thank you guys all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, take it easy, keep being awesome. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Right? Bye bye.
All the roads we travel, the journey of our lives. Take another picture before we say goodbye. Arm in arm we're standing side by side. Memories fade, but legends never die. One last time, let's live for something. I can feel my blood, it's rushing. This ain't goodbye, we'll be back someday. And we will find our own way. Take control of our fate. And like a car with no brakes, crash and learn, make mistakes. And we'll be back one day.
Like this. Oh my god. Why does it have to have such a cute face? Oh! How the fuck did you die? You're a. What the hell? You. No!
We'll be back one day.
Are you kidding me? That's not even fair! No!
I never really wanna hold back. I got dreams, wanna go fast. Know this energy's here to last. Not a glass half full, overflowed. Gotta keep your eyes up on the prize. Only got one life, so it's worth a try.
Yeah, go up.
Makes you feel alive. That's the only way to live it right. Never forget all the days. My mind is full of the memories, yeah.
Your arms are like flailing. Go, souls, go! Oh no, my god!
Nice job, man. That's just slamming this one.
I'm sorry! I thought you were on this side of me!
Oh, okay. Oh, nice.
Let's go! Damn, souls! Holy shit! Souls just laid them out. They're on the move, boys.
I don't know which one's mine.
They're all going the same.
Yeah, I don't either.
I wonder what happens. Do they all get the same?
Now we can feel some sorrow. A new day it starts tomorrow. Wake up, new dreams.
Let me go with it's neither.
Imagine if I get a Joker kill right here. How pog would that be? Oh, I get 2 of 4.
I was killing him.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect.
To follow a new goal and bring
Damn, that poor soul right there just got blasted. I'm a legend, okay? You don't mess with Zyra, alright? I'm 7-0 this game. Oh.
and we will find our own way. Take control.
Watch streak Soulspur. Bellator is currently on a 200 stream streak. You finally hit it. You did. I got a balloon for it too. It kind of deflated though. Alright? But I got a balloon here for you. There it is. I remember too. I've had this balloon sitting over there for like 2 weeks now. Congratulations on the 200 stream streak. I know we've all been looking forward to it. There you go. That's the link to the playlist. Run! I don't have armor on. Where the fuck did that bear come from? Alrighty guys, that is where we are gonna call it the stream for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was a fun one, but as always guys, take it easy, keep being awesome. I'll see you guys all in the next one, alright? Bye bye.